Welcome back. I'm Caitlin with Wiregrass Daily News, and I'm here this morning with Miss Angela Lane and Miss Tammy Doerer with Visit Enterprise. Miss Angela Lane, you are with the Senior Center in Enterprise. Is
Yes,
that correct?
ma'am.
Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
How long have you been with the Senior Center?
21 years. This year will be 22.
Years. 2 decades and some change.
Right.
That's a long time.
It is.
So tell me, what do you do with the Senior Center?
I'm the Senior Center coordinator, so we come together to make calendars so the seniors will know what's going on from day to day, and just to mingle with the seniors and, make them feel welcome.
Yeah.
We do a lot more because we have a lot of activities going on. I reach out to people to come in to communicate with the seniors about what they have to offer seniors, because there's a lot of things out there that seniors are not aware of that they can have. It's just so many things that people come in to share with the seniors, and so they can get the help that they need.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Tammy, what do you do with the Senior Center?
Well, first of all, I am a senior, so it's a great. I think I work for the city for tourism and community relations, and I'm really here today to let everybody know that we're really proud in our city that we represent something for every part of our community,
right?
Even to our pets. So I'm usually here talking to you about what we have. We're excited to have an open house that's coming this Saturday. And the reason that I'm involved in that is because we do want to open the doors and let people know that we have a senior center. It's part of our civic center. It's right around back there. It's a great facility. Angela and her crew have great programs and activities. And so, we want to highlight that, there's something for everybody at every stage of life. It's people that are working or retired. It's open Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
They've got great meals, but I'll let Angela go into those details. But the open house is this Saturday. It's from 9 to noon. We've got like a Winter Wonderland theme going on.
Oh, yeah.
But it will introduce people to all the things that Angela will talk to you about: the programming, the fitness classes, the interaction with the library, speakers. So we're going to have a bunch of tables there, informational tables. At every stage of life, there's different discounts and resources. Mm-hmm. So come, we want to invite you to come see what we do at the Enterprise Civic Center, Senior Center, and be part of the fun.
So tell me, what all do you offer for seniors at the Senior Center? I know whenever we were out front gabbing before we came in here that, the Senior Center isn't just seniors rocking in rocking chairs on a front porch. Like, there's so much more that there's to offer for the seniors.
It really is. When I first started working there, it was like I would complain about, oh, this hurts and this hurts. And then I'm watching them and they're not complaining and they're actually acting younger than I am. So they taught me how to be young.
Yeah.
And we have arts and crafts. And so on Saturday, we will have some of our art displayed for people to come in and see, because we have an art instructor. Her name is Miss Rosa, and she was there before I came.
Really?
And so she's very good at what she does. And we have now senior aerobics taught by Miss Felicia, and you could do it sitting or standing. The policy is, as long as you're moving. If you cannot stand up and do it, you could sit down. If you can't move your legs, move your hands. So, they make you feel welcome, because sometimes people don't want to come in and do exercise because I can't stand for a long period. We got a chair, baby. Sit in that chair.
Just sit.
Yeah.
Sit in that chair and do what you can do. As long as you're moving, you're doing great. And so that's one thing that they really enjoy is the senior row. And Felicia is great. And the ladies that come, and we have sometimes we have some gentlemen who come and they really enjoy it. And sometimes I go out because, like I said, I am a senior and I go out there.
I don't believe either one of you when you say that.
And I do it. But yeah, we have a lot of things to offer the seniors, and they have a lot of things to offer us.
Yeah.
Like I said, they taught me how to stay young.
So what's your favorite activity that you offer at the center?
I like when we have our things at Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day,
seasonal,
or just seasonal things. And we had something, I think it might have been Christmas or Thanksgiving, and where we set up our tables where back would be to anybody, that we could see everybody's face. It was Thanksgiving because we asked, what are you thankful for?
Yeah.
And to hear different people tell you they're thankful and why they're thankful. So, and we laugh and we cry, but we enjoy each other, because when you come to the senior center, we want you to feel welcome. And we have people there that would jump up from playing games and answer and open the door for you to come in. They do it for people that come to the center every day. They're going to open the door and stand there for them to come in. And we're a family at the Enterprise Senior Center. You become a stranger, you become a friend, but then you become family also.
Come in a stranger, leave a family member.
Yes, it's absolutely.
It's an extension of our community.
It is.
Yeah.
You think sometimes that, I joke that we could say that we were seniors in high school. That would be more fun. But, you think of all the stages of life of how you belong. We were talking about, your family, your son going back to school, and, you look at these things. At each stage of life, there's another door that you walk through to be part of that next stage of community. So, as seniors, we've learned to be part of our community. There's so many people that are in all these nonprofit groups and things like that. But where can you go every day that you can have that sense of community?
Right.
You in your home and you have that, and you have neighbors. But maybe your kids are grown. Maybe you no longer have the community of work because you're maybe you decided to take that time and be retired.
Yeah.
But this is what the center is. It's community.
Right.
It's about going to a community every day. It looks a little different every day because there's different activities that they have. And and like she said, you walk in strangers, you make friends, and then you leave their family, or you're part of a family. Everybody has a place there too. I think that's what's so neat is how, like you said, people bring their talents. It's not just programming that's set every day and it's so structured.
We embrace everything that the seniors want to do. If we can do it, we will. We just ask that they help us do it. And like I was telling Tammy that we have people come and want to do magic shows, comedy shows. We have people who bring people in to sing, and we sing with them. So they enjoy being able to do something. Because, when you become a singer, it's like people think your life is over. It's not. It's just beginning.
Yeah.
And so we have people to come in, our own singers, to put on shows for us.
That's really neat.
And we enjoy it, and they embrace it. And like they love to play Mexican Train, dominoes, and skip-bo. And they taught me how to play Mexican Train. I'm not a professional like they are, because they, it has the colors on the domino. They could tell you what the numbers are. I just know the colors.
Oh, I don't even know the game.
It's a
and you
fun
got
game.
Mahjong is coming back.
Oh, Mahjong. Yes.
So
I like Mahjong. I do like Mahjong.
Well, we had a group of people come in to start playing that as well. And people, it's so much to do there. And people do their own thing. We have people who come in who like to crochet. And we had a lady, she was crocheting, and she taught another senior who was actually older than her how to crochet.
And now they're both masters.
Yeah, doing what they do. They come in and they embrace each other. When a new person comes in, they welcome them. They want to show them how to play the games that they never played before, never heard of before.
Yeah.
And they don't mind doing it. And that's a good thing, because people feel so welcome and don't feel, like standoffish, because the people there are not rude. They embrace people when they come in.
About how many guests do you think that you have at the senior
varies.
center?
It varies from day to day, because we also serve homebound meals. And if you want a homebound meal, you have to be homebound, and you have to live within the city limits of Enterprise. We also offer transportation, but you have to live within the city limits of Enterprise. But if you want to just drive, you can come from anywhere to become a member.
You don't have to be in Enterprise to come to the center.
Right.
And for those people that are limited, what's so great is there's an outreach. So that community that's there, there's an outreach to those that maybe can't either physically get there themselves or are unable. There's still that senior center is reaching back out into the community and connecting. Yeah. So don't feel like if you're listening today that you are homebound. Again, that isn't in the city limits, like you said. The homebound meals and the transportation are specific. You must be in the city limits.
Yeah.
Angela and her crew can fill you in on all that. But otherwise, if you've got family member visiting, which we all had at the holidays, and you might want to keep them busy or out of your way. No, just kidding. But it's open to anyone.
It really is.
And that's what's so great about it.
And another thing that I haven't shared is that we have people who come that may not speak English very well. My supervisor, her name is Birgit Briggs. She's German. And so we have people who come in that are German, and it makes them feel so good to know that someone there,
right.
and so we have people
Enterprise
who come
being
in.
A military town.
We have so many languages,
different languages.
And you've got members of the senior center that are, have different languages.
Right.
But
We're a great mixing bowl.
We have people when we playing games, they may not understand everything. You got a senior who's going to sit there that's going to help them. We have some people who are losing their sight, and when we're playing games, they may not be able to see everything, but someone's going to sit there and help them as they do.
I really
as
like
they help
that
themselves. And that's something I did not share. And that's one thing that I really love, because I'll do it too. But then I notice someone else is going to take it over. We got her, Angela. Okay, we got him, Angela. And that makes them feel really good.
Yeah.
We have people who don't mind coming and picking up their tray, because we have congregate meals. And so we sit down and we can socialize and share things with each other, but that can't carry their trays because of Parkinson's or whatever.
Right.
You have people who will
Someone's going to be there to help you.
Absolutely.
And it makes it, the way that it blends so nicely is, like I said, it feels like a neighborhood, like a community. You don't feel like, and again, like I said, if you think about when you were younger, you didn't want to stand out in the lunchroom. Like you just, you don't want to eat alone. Right. And so this is no different than what we worry about when our kids are going off to school. It's the same thing as you grow up. You don't want to be the only person sitting by yourself in the lunchroom. Here you sit down, they're group meals. It's lunch every day.
Yeah.
And that's a great place to say, like, you know what? I'm not going to be sitting alone. That someone's going to invite you over.
Someone's going to sit with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you're someone that says, I would just like to sit with two people, then people give you that,
They
they kind of learn each other to know that, Tammy's not going to be good at playing the game. She's going to want to be over here talking. So
like Kay, Kay.
Kirkland, who
Kay
worked
Kirkland.
Yes.
Her brother Bubba started coming to the senior center, and he would say, I'm gonna come, but he never came. But he started coming, and he's still coming, and he tells us how much he enjoys it, because how the people
can't get him to leave.
embrace him. And now he's doing for others what was done for him when he started.
That's fantastic. That is so good.
So I mean, it really is no different than how we assimilate to anything else in our community. I think we just want people to really focus on the fact that this is who we all are. We are all going to be there.
Right.
And if you are a senior and you're thinking like, that's just not for me. Seniors look different in every way, shape, and form.
They do.
Yeah.
So, some are more active, some are less, but it's the ability to accept each other that I think is so prevalent in what Angela, they're so kind. And like you said, if they're not doing it and you're like, well, that's why I'm not going to go, because you guys don't do this. There's a pickleball group. There's people that they make the connection there and then go out and they enjoy eating out for dinner, or they do these. They make the connection there that lets them enjoy the rest of the community that we offer, all the other things.
Yeah. And like I support the senior center, but the people at the senior center support me.
Yes.
As well. So we work together. It's never one-sided not for me.
Right.
Because I appreciate what they do for me. Coming out, that's supporting me and the senior center, because I need for them to be there.
Right.
And so they do. And if they can't, they'll call and let me know. And it's greatly appreciated.
So there's no membership fee or anything like that, right?
Everything is free. The meals are free. All the classes, whether it's a fitness class, arts and crafts, whether it's a special speaker that comes out, whether it's, sometimes, you're looking at some of the new technology, and you're feeling challenged. There's somebody there to help you with that. If you're having trouble filling out a form or something that's new, I mean, what a great place to know that you have a community stop. That the staff,
there
somebody is going to be there,
you.
is going to help you.
We're a nonprofit organization, and we run off donations. And like she said, anything that we can do, we will do.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had a gentleman to call me. He needed some help with filling out paperwork because of Parkinson's. You wouldn't be able to understand it. And he asked me, could I help him? And I said, sure. And so he came into the center, and he had recently lost his wife. So he still in the grieving process.
Yes.
And so I helped him fill out his paperwork, and he just started talking to me and crying and everything. I cry at the drop of a hat.
I do too. You can cry in front of me and I'm going to start crying.
Well,
with
you
you.
can tell you're making a connection when you're doing that. And then you're letting that vulnerability come out, which is how you create relationships.
Right.
Yes. And he was saying to me, he said, I know I've been here for a while and I need to let you get back to work. I said, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yes. I am working. What are you talking about? I'm working right now.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to what I'm supposed to do. And that's important because you have people who are alone. And now that I'm alone and everything, you see what people are talking about eating alone, spending holidays alone. So when we have like Christmas and Thanksgiving stuff at the senior center, I had a lady tell me, she says, I don't have anyone to eat with at Thanksgiving. And she, and if we have it catered, they'll pay a little and the center will cover the rest. And she said, and I can't afford to come. I said, but you're coming and you don't have that to worry about because we're going to take care of that, And so she would have someone, she could say, I had Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner with my family at the senior center because when she went home for the actual day, she was by herself.
Yeah. So that the senior center does give seniors who may have lost a spouse or who might be, family might not live here anymore. It gives them, like you said, the sense of community and
absolutely
and a family and someone to eat dinner with on Thanksgiving or Christmas or
Yes, my children grew up in the senior center, and they always say we have a lot of grandmas and grandpas because they would help serve when we have Christmas and everything, and so. Like they were in elementary. My daughter might have been in the 7th grade. My son was in maybe the 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
He's 31 and she's 33. So they grew up there and they learn a lot from the seniors, and so have I, and I take it with me everywhere I go.
I can resonate with that because my grandmother, she was a director of it was more of a nursing home. It wasn't a senior center, but and my brother and I, we grew up in that environment until we were probably maybe in like 4th or 5th grade, 5th or 6th grade, and I had a lot of grandparents because we were there. We hung out with them. We would make little God's eyes with them, like we would do arts and crafts with them.
Yes,
and I mean they do teach you a lot.
They do because we had some seniors when my children were younger who didn't have grandchildren. We had seniors who never married, who had no children. And it was spring break or something, and they were watching TV. My children were watching TV. And so when the senior ladies came to sit down, my children gave them the remote to change the channel so they could watch. They went, oh, no, baby. You watch what you want to watch. They just wanted to be around the children.
Yeah. So everybody got something out of it, and that's really what, what these things are about. Like, don't think that whatever pattern you've been in or this part maybe stopped, whether it's work or your kids are grown and there's another step. Go through that door. And that's what this open house, they have got a Birgit Briggs and Angela Birgit runs the whole complex of the Civic Center. Again, the senior center is part of the Civic Center.
Right.
It's in the back side of it. So like it's a door you may not have walked through. And this isn't just this open house. Many times people don't want to come by themselves. We're all guilty of that. I don't care what your age is. Some people don't. So if you're a caregiver, if you have a family member that's a senior and you're thinking that like, okay, well, I'll go with you. It's no different than when they walked you through daycare the first time or first grade. You know how, we've been there for other people, for our children, for our family members.
Now be there for them.
Yeah. So just change that perspective that, like we said, no one's sitting there in the rocking chairs. If that's what you want to do,
you can.
You're welcome to do that. I might want to do that.
But that's
right
not
now.
all that's there.
No, and the center will only be what we make it to be.
Yes.
So as community members, we really want to open those doors and welcome you.
Yes.
Come with somebody. That's again, it's a free event. There's going to be great food. There's going to be games.
Yes.
And when I see things like that, there's going to be informational vendor booths. I mean, Visit Enterprise is going to be there to show you how to shop, dine, and be entertained in our city.
Yeah.
So get you connected.
Yeah.
And then getting connected in a way that you want. So this event is a kickoff. You were saying it's like, what did you say? Kickoff January?
No, step into the new year.
Step into the new year.
Step into the new year.
And anybody can come. children can come so they can see
Yeah.
if they think their parents would be interested, because we have children who come visit.
Right.
And
Yeah.
their children want them not to just sit at home while they're out working. They want them to be a part of something.
Do something. Don't just sit there at the house.
Yes, and that's what they do. We have parents that come to visit children, and they still can come to the senior center. So children can come to check things out for their parents when they come to visit. So they already know, well, when you come here, when we're at work, this is where you can go to do things and to have people of your age group to socialize with.
Right.
Because that's very important.
Something
What
in
people
common.
don't realize is that I was talking to a lady one day, and she was telling me, she said, I love to tell stories, but I wish it was somebody here that knows what I know. So being a part of the senior center, of your age group, your peers are there. And when you're telling them, they know they were there, they understand.
Right.
You know, and that's very important, because when you feel like you're the only person that is 80, you're not. We have 100-year-old. When we have a lady that we deliver lunches to, she's 104.
My goodness.
Yeah. So, you know, there's somebody there in your age group. We have one that just recently turned 100. So we have people in your age group. And that's very important. People are not aware of that, but it's very important.
And so where can someone go to find information about the senior center?
We have,
Yes. So the main thing is enterpriseal.gov is our city website. On that, there is a tab of community. You can find the senior center information. It'll give you the address. It has the, like you said, it has the calendar of events. You can see what's.
You can also call me.
Yeah. Or, you know, sometimes we've talked about outreach. Make that phone call. What's that number again? I can remember the website. You got the number. Listen, we're a good team.
334-347-3513.
Okay. And that's the senior center number, or is that your number?
It's the senior center number.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll be able to talk to a person.
Yeah.
So like I said, or just walk through that door. Find the location. Again, we're at 2401 Neil Metcalf Road. That's a big thing to remember.
Yeah.
But again, it's the Enterprise Civic Center. It is the back side of the Civic Center is where the senior center is located.
Yes.
It's got a covered entrance.
Yes.
You know, so the open house is the perfect time. It's 9 to noon this Saturday to come, you know, learn about, even if the senior center is not for you, there's resources that are going to be there that day that are available to someone that maybe be over 29. You know, that at that point you do want to show your driver's license, because you get some great resources that are available because you are in that stage of life, and there's some good discounts and connections, and, you know, come make a friend, come make a connection. That's the purpose of that, is that it is a community center.
Right.
And yes, there is an age, you know, we have kind of a age membership, I guess you could say. You have to be that cool to get in the door. 60, what do you say?
Better.
60 and better.
Yes.
60 and better. Okay.
60 and better. Not
Okay.
60 and older, 60 and better.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
We make ourselves feel better about
So
that.
open house is tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow from 9 a.m. until noon at the senior center. If you know where the Civic Center is in Enterprise, it's just around on the other side. You just keep going around until you get to the other side of you see this entrance when you get there, keep going.
And there are some
There's this
signs
entrance.
that will point you to the, and really it is the back side of it, but it's a very large building. So we want to make sure people know how to get there.
Right, right. Well, thank y'all so much for stopping by today and letting us know about the Enterprise Senior Center and all that it has to offer. You know, it's not just rocking chairs. If you want it to be rocking chairs, it will be, but there's so much more.
Yeah, it is.
So come to the open house, bring your mom, bring your dad, bring a family member who you think would be a good fit or needs that extra sense of community. But thank y'all so much for stopping by, and I hope that y'all have a really good turnout tomorrow.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Thank you.